Last night, Chantel responded to her own video, but with feedback from the React channels. That much is clear. She said some things that were almost verbatim from a video I did yesterday morning covering James Brightman. So, it's hard to say if she's ever seriously going to take the feedback, but at least if we're only going to get conversation while she's eating, at least this is a healthier meal. And she doesn't eat the lamb, so we don't have to see her scarf that down.
I want to address my previous video. Oh, I bit my cheek. I want to address my previous video one last time. Maybe that's a sign not to. No, if I bit my tongue, then I would take it as a sign, but this was my cheek. About the content thieving, haters, whatever you want to call it. Although at this point, these people, I don't think they're haters because I think they're fans at this point.
Sure, I think most haters were rooting for you at some point, myself included. Everyone loves a redemption story, and at first glance it looked like you were just someone really down on their luck. But then the patterns became clear, the true colors started to show, and you turned those that supported you against you.
They're my biggest fans. In particular,
I don't know. I started watching React channels that were covering your content sometime last fall. I think I started watching Amber Lynn first, but it was around the same time that I was also watching Eugenia Cooney. But I wasn't watching you a lot because I found your storyline so bizarre that I didn't know what to do with it. The idea that a Canadian would move to Kuwait under the conditions that you did, the time frame that you did, and revert. I don't know why it's called that. You were never a Muslim before, so you're not reverting back. You're a convert, aren't you? You've converted to it. Anyway, I started watching around the same time as I started watching some other people too.
The reception from the video. Now, first I want to start by saying I feel like an ASS because I was getting so many DMs from you guys. By the way, if you guys want to say something to me, I can't guarantee when I'll get back to you guys, but you can do it somewhere here. I'm going to try to start checking more often. So this is tomatoes, peppers, spices, chunks of meat. It tastes lamby. It might be lamb. Let's try.
I love lamb. I don't know why she's got a problem with lamb, but I don't know why my ex-boyfriend does either, so I love lamb. I think it's tasty.
You bite? Very tender. But that is lamb. Yep.
Yep.
And I don't like lamb. I thought it was beef. I'll be right back. Slaw gave me more at Ayas and Kutsia, I think, which is fava beans and hummus. Anyway, because I feel bad because I want to let you know how much I felt ungrateful, but I look ungrateful because I look like I don't appreciate.
I said on my React yesterday morning that she should feel blessed for the attention that she's getting. So here's one of the ways that she incorporated our feedback.
The viewers I have, the fans I have, the views I have, the money I make. That's not my point. My point was not crying about how many views I'm getting. If it was just from people not being interested in my content or anything about me, that would be different. Fine, whatever. That's organic, that's whatever. But this is the comment I want to address because few people are saying very smugly, to be frank, I would not watch your comment. I don't like raw dogging your content. I don't like your content. I go to reaction channels to watch.
Yeah, I very rarely go to your channel and click on anything, because I don't want to support this type of self-harm. I mean, it is a healthier meal, but I just don't want to send money to my ad dollars to anybody who is doing so much damage to themselves.
To them. Really? Really? Okay. So then tell me why, when these reaction channels, do any other content, like vlogging, whatever they do, and if I'm not in the title, and if I'm not in the tag, and if I'm not in the thumbnail, or I'm not the subject of the stream or the video, they get no views.
Okay, well, that's simply not true. These are my most popular watched videos. Let's get up to the top here. My number one video is when I covered the conversation about Will Smith and Jada Pinkett Smith coming out as swingers. And I had a conversation about that. So, Eugenia Cooney, obviously, a lot of the stuff that I've covered there has more views. This one, Hidden True Crime, is about the Hildebrand Frankie potential lesbian relationship. This Eugenia Cooney short is basically another React community fight. This is where we're having conversations about anorexia, and about, you know, the problems with her content too. You know, the fact that she has displayed racism, the fact that she has been smug and flashing people, and that she has a young audience, and she ended up getting age restricted pretty soon after this. I also have some older videos in which I used to cover, go to concerts and cover my favorite bands. So those are out there. I do politics once in a while. So I have a Carrie Lake video that's gotten a lot of views. I don't know what to tell you, but you're wrong. Don't know what to tell you, but you're wrong, okay? So this is what mine looks like. It takes quite a while for me to get to a video that has your name in it. Takes quite a while for me to get to a video that has your name in it. You're definitely not bringing a lot of views to my channel, Chantel. So, I'd dial that back a little bit, because maybe you should have actually, like, evaluated people's channels before making such a bold statement. Okay, back to it.
She sure loves harping on FFG for that one driving video. I think Foodie should be grateful that there are reaction channels. Her perfect world scenario where the collective viewers from all reaction channels would go to her channel instead is just not realistic. I think she would be surprised how many would move on and forget about Foodie altogether. Reaction channels are helping her stay relevant in that way.
Doesn't make sense. You're not going there to, like, you know, why not go there and just hang out with them then and watch their content if you like them so much? I want to see their take on.
People do come to my channel to watch my content. When I go live, and I know that you know this because you dip in, you come in with sock accounts and watch my lives. So you know I discuss a whole host of topics, including things that are going on with me, right?
On what your content is. No, you want to see them make fun of me because there's no take on you eating something. No, that maybe. You can bitch about somebody big eating something bad or they shouldn't all day long. But something like, really, if my content is so boring, that means there's nothing going on. So what is there to discuss? What is there to spin on? No, you just go there to see people be hateful and hate on me because you don't like me.
Well, I mean, you like to rage every now and then. You have this crazy health story that doesn't make any sense. You were doing some things outdoors for a little while, but, you seem to get bedbound every once in a while. I generally have not been covering your food, your mukbangs, because they gross me out. This one is a little healthier, and it seems like you've slowed down your eating. You're not shoving it down your throat. So, it's a little easier to watch this one.
So don't try to make it something it's not. And my point was, these people don't use my content in a fair use way. Some people do. Do I ever talk about those people? No. Some people have legitimate things to talk about. They don't just play my entire video and steal it. There's even one reactor I can't stand, but I'll give him credit where it's due because he doesn't play my entire video. He does.
Garlic bread gives you very helpful advice on almost a daily basis. And I know you're listening to it. I know you're listening to it. And I think everybody appreciates that you decided to give up on ASMR. But he has had some very valid advice for your channel. And the first level of reactors, they all are watching directly. So you are getting the views for that. You're not getting it from me because I react to the reactors. But in regards to everybody else who's covering you, you get a click from that. You get a view from that.
He doesn't even play any of it. He takes screenshots usually and has some kind of thing he talks about. Now, I will say that it's usually petty at this point and really dumb, but it's still not stealing my content. Okay? And if you disagree, I challenge the reaction channels to go out, spend a few hours going out, touching grass, editing, whatever, do a vlog, make it.
I don't, come on, girl. I go to karaoke like once a week. I do live videos of it. I've been in the field, if you will, and done my own little mukbangs. I've gone out to the Mission and done some filming there. What are you talking about? That we all need to touch grass. I go out way more than you do, and I am disabled, girlfriend. You can't, I'm not going to do this on your time frame, okay? Because my condition goes up and down, and right now it's down, right? I'm taking a lot of falls. I'm in a lot of pain right now. I have a lot of swelling. So no, I'm not going to freaking take your challenge, okay? You want to go back and look at some of my older videos that are pretty recent. Like, I went to San Juan Capistrano on my birthday. I went to Laguna Beach right before then. I did one at the Mission, as said. Dana Point, I don't know what to tell you, girl. I go out far more frequently than you do and enjoy myself. I can't monetize my karaoke videos, but I still enjoy doing them. It doesn't mean that I don't want to put the content up or anything. It's just that I can't monetize them.
You have to edit for about at least an hour, too. And then let me take it and review the whole thing. All right? Let's do it.
You know what, Foodie?
My stuff is public. If you want to explore my channel, you're more than welcome to. But I'm not going to fucking do your homework for you.
That's actually not a bad idea. Not the first part, but you reacting to reaction channels. You've been trying so hard to get your views back up, and something like that would probably help. Would love to see her try to react to FFG again. It was a funny watch the first time.
That's all my point was. It wasn't, oh no, poor me, I only have this many views. It's because I only have this many views because people are stealing my content. That's it. And they've even admitted to that. A few of them. A couple of them.
That's a massive cope. All these mental gymnastics and external factors distract you from what's actually hurting your views, your content. Instead of always looking for who to blame, you should focus on what you can control to fix it.
Now, I want to say,
I mean, yes, it is her content, but also it's her relationship with her audience. She's abusive to them. She tells them she doesn't need them, that they can be replaced. You know, you are abusive to your audience, Chantel. So why would anybody want to sit in on one of your lives?
I don't know if this will ever change. I don't know if something can be done about it. What I have to just focus on is those of you who watch me here, who love my content, who send me kind messages like this. Now, I didn't show the name of the person sending them, so I hope they don't mind, but these messages make my day. And they always remind me why I make videos. Of course, everybody on the platform wants to make money off their own content. Certain people.
Well, I'm glad that you're getting some positive feedback. I mean, you do have some level of a fan base. It's probably dwindling, but it's nice to get some positivity once in a while when you probably receive criticism every day, right? However, you kind of put yourself in a position to receive criticism every day from the React community.
I want to make it off of mine only, but if you're on YouTube and you're uploading every day, you want to make money. Don't even lie to yourself. We have life goals we want to achieve, and focusing on negativity, things I shouldn't be, are getting me nowhere. And I miss sharing a lot of my life with you guys. I miss doing vlogs. I have to put in a lot of work only to get my content stolen. Like I said, maybe that will change, maybe not. I think if I do put an effort into my life, into my goals, into my content, and leave the rest up to God, I think, so what, the same old haters from when I was in Canada, they don't want to watch me, fine, but I can build a new audience. The hater channels always get the same amount of views.
See, you're doing it again. You're right there again. The haters, if, they don't like it, I can get another audience. So basically, you're unwilling to listen to the feedback from the people who actually do watch you. And you just want to label them haters.
They're more than mine right now, some of them. They don't have channels that have the potential to really have the personality and the content for that, right? So
she got that from my React yesterday too. I literally said in my reaction to it was, I think, the second video she's done on this topic within the last 72 hours. And James Brightman had covered it. One of my pieces of commentary on that was she doesn't think any of us have any personality. And here she is bringing it up. So you're watching all of us, Chantel.
And I'm not tooting my own horn. People must find me to a degree interesting, whether it's train wreck, wise, whatever, for me to be talked about so much. I will continue to try to improve my content for you guys. A lot of you already really like my vlogs. Behind the scenes, we are planning some travel in the future when it gets colder. And I realized, like, trying to do, like, ASMR, I was like, this is boring. People are not watching those ASMR videos for the person doing them. They just like the sounds and everything. They don't even have to show their face. I like to show my personality. I like to show, I honestly believe.
Wow, that comment that I put down on yesterday's video really sunk in with her.
That I have a lot of lesson to learn. And that's why I keep making the same mistakes with certain things. I'm not talking about that anymore. But I saw a few comments like that. I'm like, yeah, okay. You love watching the reactors for that.
How about you said that earlier in this video, although I cut off the part of it, that presentation was important for your mukbangs. And I know that had come up in one of the other reactors' feedback this week, that you don't even really know how to mukbang because you don't have the right presentation, right? And look at what you're doing here. You're eating out of lids and the serving containers. Get a plate and portion it out and have, a well-placed meal, rather than a scattered mukbang table with dirty lids and pita just lying on it. I mean, this is not great.
And their personality, but you don't watch their videos that are not about me. Alright. But we're not vlog channels. No, because you can't be, because you suck, and you won't.
I've had people jump in and watch my lives while I'm doing karaoke. In fact, I've had one of your trolls or socks jump in and watch my lives while I was doing karaoke.
Show yourself. Like, I've seen, they've tried to do vlogs, one reactor. It sucks. And the views show that. So then why don't you watch their vlogs if you're so into their content?
Right.
They add things to the content. Some people, yes. Some people, no.
She reminds me of Trump in that she just makes things up and pushes it forward as though it's the truth. This must be true about you, Sleepy Joe, right? You've got to be, you've done terrible for the economy, even though he's actually restored the economy after that horrible collapse from the pandemic, right? I mean, do you guys remember when we were all locked up in our houses and we couldn't even get cleaning supplies or toilet paper? And the only people allowed to go shopping for food were, like, the elderly. She reminds me of Trump that way. That she just makes things up and tries to push it as a narrative. This is the way it is. I hate you for X, Y, Z reasons, and therefore you suck at this, that, and the other. I know other people who do this too, who just like make up their own realities. And it's weird. I don't know how they can go through life like that. But whatever.
And it's usually the people who are interesting that have actual talent to do videos, whether it's artistic or whatever, they transform my content. That's the point I was making. Because I want to say this very seriously. I am very, very grateful for the channel I have, what I do have now, for the views I do have already, for my audience, for everything. I'm so grateful. So I didn't mean to sound ungrateful. my point was different than that.
Well, I mean, you went back and forth on that, even just in this video. If you don't like it, you can leave. There will be a new audience. I'll get a new audience. But I don't want to sound ungrateful. Listen to yourself. Watch this shit back and realize how contradictory you are within a single video.
Anyways, guys, thank you for watching this video, and I'll see you on the next one. Bye!
Well, thank you. No, I don't think so, for capturing the content. She's delusional. What are you going to do with that, you know? I'm going to drop the link to your video, so people, please, for my viewers, please go to the original content producer here. No, I don't think so. And like the channel, and subscribe and like, and put some comments down. You know, let's see what you have to say about it. And if you like how I responded to this, please like and comment and subscribe to my channel. Thank you so much, and happy Sunday. I'll be covering my react to House of the Dragons Season 2, Episode 3 later this evening. Probably around 7, I'd say. We'll see.